It's late at night. The hills are quiet. The sheep have gone to bed. And all along the world, you can hear my dulcet tones echoing, "Penis!" Oh, I see that, Maury. I see that. Yeah, you caught me. Well, you tried to. Okay, best behaviour. Thank you very much, Maury. Trying to intercept me saying that word, but I got it out. I got it out. Ah, you know, I could have been saying something nice. I could have been saying something completely nice, but no. Whatever I do. Why is that balked? Why is chat balked so that Lydia appears to be the first person who's said something, when I can see from there, and anyone who can see the chat log, Maury and Lydia will confirm, there's been more text since before then. I mean, in fairness, my internet completely blipped out right before I hit start streaming. So that was fun. I think I said after the redeemed. Yeah, but it was before I acknowledged it. I didn't see it. Technicalities. Technicalities. Because if I'd seen it, I would not have said it. Or maybe I would. You never know. You never ever know. Hello everyone. Hello and welcome to another art stream. I'm actually hammering these out pretty quickly. Well, quickly, reliably is the better word. So, yeah. So yeah, with the so basically everything has just gone wrong for me. Pretty much everything has gone wrong. I've forgotten to do things. Things don't look right. I've just noticed things for the very first time, and yeah, tonight's pretty much a disaster. Pretty much a disaster. So first of all, internet blip, which means I had to refresh the chat box, because even though I saw things on the initial stream intro thing of people talking, there was nothing in the chat box for me, so I had to refresh that. Had to refresh my... Why am I pointing over here like you can see it? Over there on that side of OBS, my stream information, had to reset that. I've had to refresh Lord knows what else. Had to refresh the actual intro thing before I went live. That was a weird one. I realise on my go live notification I have not changed it, because I generally, whenever I go on an art stream, I do the Gaming Dragon does an art rather than Gaming Dragon takes flight. But then again, who actually reads those notifications anyway? And probably the worst thing that I've realised, the absolute worst thing. So my entire time that I've been using Clip Studio Paint, whenever I've needed to rotate or zoom into something, I've used little buttons below Navigator panel, which is on the top right. Guess what I found right before I started streaming? Those same buttons are at the bottom of the bloomin' image as well. The word that I want to describe myself as is not allowed because I'm still on best behaviour. But it rhymes with plum. Plum Father Trucker. There we go. Plum Father Trucker. There. There we are. I'm a dolty ditsy doody dab doob dab da. I'm blue dabba dee dabba die dabba doo da doo da dee doo da doo doo da da. I don't know the words to that song. I'm also a little weird. I've sobered up. You wouldn't be able to tell, but I have sobered up. Pretty much completely. I mean, to be fair, I finished drinking what about 10 hours ago? Yeah, 10 hours ago. So, you know, if I wasn't sober by now, I'd be worried. or I'd have drunk a lot more than I actually thought I did, which I didn't drink all that much. It was enough to make me giggle at pretty much everything that was said during EDF, especially thanks to Aki. Apparently I have no chance when one or a combination of the three of Aki, Lydia, and Zero are in the chat. I've got no chance. Or Foxx. Or most of my chat actually thinking about that. Yeah, I've also noticed there's already stuff to this picture I need to change. I knew there was going to be stuff I needed to change, but I can already see stuff like, oh, that's sticking out as being ugh. Ugh. So let's get on with it, shall we? Let's go up to the top and catch up with some chat. Hello, welcome, Lily. It's Dragon Friend. It's Gobbo Friend. You know, up there before it said, well, just... Well, that scared the patoopy out of me. Well, at least I know the alerts are working. Hey, my stream activity is actually working as well. Awesome. Thank you, Ten, for your subscription for 17 months now. I've just noticed... Oh, you changed your name. It's now 10 the Tentastic. I approve. Hello, it is I, Scree. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, welcome, Maury. You're in the middle of the second Shadowbringers dungeon. Jesus, Lily, you are really powering through that. Awesome. I want you to know, Maury, that when you said you're really hammering through them, all I could think was going, ham. I don't know why. Ham. I'm still at the beginning of Endwalkers, and I bring this up every single time Final Fantasy XIV is mentioned because I can't progress in it. I log on, I do cactpot stuff, I log off. At best. Hello, welcome, Lydia. Hopefully you can get to sleep early tonight. I really hope so, Lydia. Especially because, you know, I believe you have work tomorrow. Which, you know, if you don't get to sleep for that, that's going to be an issue. That's going to be an issue. Yeah, I definitely hope that you can be lulled to sleep by my voice or by the art that I'm doing or by the music that will be going on in the background, possibly. I don't know. Thank you, Maury, there for the redemption of best behaviour. Although if you're up to 5:30 again, there'll be no point to sleep. Yeah, I thought so. Work. Yeah, there we go. Your own pace, just your pace is fast. Speedy Gobbo. I mean, once I hit Shadowbringers, like once I actually started, you know, putting my nose to the grindstone for Shadowbringers, I got through it so quickly because I just did not stop. Really did not stop. Especially once I got past like the little bit of the slow start. I started with the slow start of it, and then I just powered through. The only thing that I kept stalling and not wanting to go back to was the raids, because I don't know, the raid storytelling is so... For like the first half of every single raid storyline, the storytelling has been so dry. It's like I really can't be bothered. I'm really not invested. But then again, right, you know, by the end of it, it's like I'm fully invested. My emotions have been shredded. I'm not okay. Especially by especially the end of the Omega ones. Oh my word. I mean, the Heavensward ones were story-wise a bit meh. Fair. The Alliance raids, generally I can get into those, apart from the Stormblood one, which is just every 5 seconds. Shut up, Ramza. Shut up, Ramza. Get back in your box. We don't care. Does my tablet have buttons? My tablet does indeed have buttons, which I keep forgetting to actually open up the tablet settings and assign to what they should do. It's technically got 2 buttons at the top, 2 at the bottom, and it's got the radial wheel, and it's got a button in the center of that. Poor Malk. Yeah, everything's going wrong. It really is. Today is just not my day. And also today has been the day that I've really been trying to do something creative as well. Like I was trying to do the not safe for work additions to the picture I'd done last time on art. That wasn't going well. Hello, welcome DJ. I'm not going to say that because I'm still on best behaviour as far as I know. Yes, I am. And there's description. just like one quest and then you end up doing 10. I keep trying to do that, Mori, but the quests I'm doing right now are so dull. Oh, they really are. Hey, let's do some library work. Fun. Hey, go to a library and click these 6 things. Only 3 of them are necessary. Fun. Hey, chase after me. No. That is literally where I am. Mori will probably know exactly where I am just from the description. It's like, hey, let's go here, follow me. And I'm just like, no. No, I've just stopped. That is exactly where I've stopped. Damn, if I can fall asleep to Brett screaming. True. But in all fairness as well, Brett's also got just a nice, really calming voice. When he's not actually screaming out loud, he's got a really nice, calming voice. But there's also something about his screaming which isn't invasive or intrusive. Like, so I've seen some rage compilations. I've seen quite a lot of rage compilations, and there is a difference between people who rage on the internet. There are some people who will rage, and it gives me like a fear response, like that. That sounds like you're about to get violent. Please, no, I'm not having a fun time watching this. And there are some people who, they will rage, and it's like, that's just funny. I'm not laughing at the fact that they're struggling, I'm laughing at the fact of their reaction is just funny to me somehow. You know? I think it's generally because, most of the time, those people who I don't feel threatened by, they're a nice person most of the time, or pretty much all the time. And the ones who I feel, scared / threatened by generally aren't. So that's probably got something to do with it. Did you have no sleep? You've been sleeping all day. Oof. Oof. Sorry to hear that. And that feels trying to get the day away, but then again, when you're awake, oh boy, you're awake. Jesus titty fucking Christ. Scare the shit right out of me, Lydia. Well, I'm not standing up for a while. Take the fucking chair with me. I know best behaviour's over, by the way. I checked. I checked just after I said Jesus titty fucking Christ. Thank you, Lydia, very much for your 12-month subscription. Very much appreciated. Twitch frozen mobile, but hey, I got this after refresh. I can't believe the amount of time some people have been subbed to me. It's insane. It really is insane. Alpha Baby Boy, yes. Definitely yes. Final Fantasy Tactics Ramsor is a Chad. Yes. Yes, he is. I've seen enough of him, which has been, to be fair, little. But it's like, yeah, you're awesome. Alpha Baby Boy was excited for the Eden Raids, to be honest. The Eden Raids, the actual fights of the Eden Raids are really good. Really good. I really, really enjoyed them. Like, even when I was doing the thing of having to farm them for the Shadowbringers relic, I was still having a good time with them. A really good time. Final Fantasy 14 Ramsor is a cuck. Yes, yes he is, and I just want him to shut up. I have told Ramsor to shut up more than I've told 9S to shut up, and I've gone through Nier Automata twice and gotten all the endings. That's saying something. I told Ramsor to shut up more, and he's only in it for a short quest line. Eden's amazing. Let's all know about Eden as lesbians. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty fitting, yes. And Warpler, and welcome. It's a fun fact, sub messages don't show up on the chat box next to you. No, they don't. They never have. So stuff from the bot, sub messages and stuff like that never shows up in there. Don't know why. I think it's hard coded so that bots don't appear in there, and I think it sees the subscriptions as being a bot of some kind. It technically is. It's something that comes up via Stream Elements and Twitch as a botted response, so essentially not there. It's weird. 10, that's how reading TGCF went for me. First time attempting oof, getting into it is just brain goes nope. Second time, no, not getting the same oof feelings, emotional health, pff, get fucked. Actually, you probably wish you were fucked, but instead you are getting stabbed 100 times in the heart. Congrats. Kinky. Pokey, hello and welcome. Too much embodiment with Scarlet Devil Disney returns. One of these days you'll master it, Pokey. Is there some message in chat box next to you? No, never is. Never has been. None in there, not in the alert. It just, doesn't show. Mark, hello and welcome. And immediately, Kipper, this is the place for, healthy, dignified, well-adjusted people. I know none of us are, but we're better than you. Now fuck off. Yeet! Time is a forgotten concept at this point. What do you mean at this point? It's always been a forgotten concept with me. Thank you for the hydration, minded DJ. You take that back, Nias did nothing wrong. Nias pissed me off. Nias completely pissed me off the entire time I played through Nier Automata. I hated playing as him. I really, throughout the entirety of it, I don't know if I was just, doing my usual thing of missing all the subtext, or the fact that, Nias just really genuinely pissed me off. I'm going to try, because I'm now on Nier Automata with my streaming, I'm going to try and restrain myself from telling him to shut up, but I can't promise anything. And thank you, DJ, for your contribution to the One Off Game Stream Challenge. That's getting really close to completion now, I think. But as someone who knows, I laugh at this. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Well, that's I almost said that's cat caught up with. I have a brain. I don't. No, it's the most powerful of the playable characters. Yeah, but A2 exists. Skimpy long-haired woman that goes berserk. Instant win for me. I never even really liked 2B. I don't know what. Aesthetically, 2B never really got me. I mean, I know there's fan art by the tens of hundreds of thousands of 2B, but the maid attire just never does it for me. And never has done. It's like, cool, yeah, sure. I can see exactly where you're going with that, but no. A2 shows up and go, ooh, hello. I want you. I want to play as you. Oh, Jesus. But no, I was... A bit of hand cream just came off my foot, where it hadn't been absorbed properly. Went down to itch and came up with a little bit of hand cream on my finger. Cat's chalked up with. If we figure out what chalked means, we'll have another Potted Fex t-shirt design. Yes. Yes. Oh, and also I should probably take this opportunity to say, hey, look at my nails. I did them again today. I think they look nice. If you don't agree, meh. I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna say. What I'll say. Very interested in seeing what your understanding of Automata is. Pokey will be watching. Pokey, you have found that my understanding of Automata is so low. So unbearably low. I mean, to be fair though, I have just finished Replicant, so going into Automata, I should have a bit more of an understanding. I'm just really sad I couldn't do Drakengard. Although it's possibly also a good thing that I didn't do Drakengard, because then having the whole Drakengard crammed back into my skull after Replicant, I'm going to go back into Automata. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? Thank you, Emerald. Dark red and dark silver. Purple. Wow. Dark. It's... What's the colour actually called? Black cherries. So, there you can see. Yeah, not all that well. Camera shit. Camera's really shit, but yeah, it's more of a purple. Fancy. Thank you, Lydia. At least you recognise who the administrators were. Yes, this is true. This is true. I did recognise the links between Replicant's extra ending stuff at the end. I recognise the links between that and Automata, or some of them at least. But yeah, my grasp of subtext is really bad. This is why Pokey has been here for every single one of my Replicant streams, or most of them at least, because I keep missing this shit. Paddy Paddy 10 approves. Yes, I should paint your claws too. Happy to. I mean, there is the fact that there's the English Channel in the way and several thousand miles. That's a bit of an obstacle at the moment. The interview you do your tones, most of the pink has come off. I just Brain. Sky gave me replicants, so I guess to get to play this on stream. Yes, yes, you do, Murray. I won't give you any spoilers, but I will. I can tell you where there are extra bits. It does include one of the DLCs from when Near Gestalt was out. One of them, not both of them. It doesn't contain the battle arena one at the end. It does contain the diary, but yeah, that's where it's there. Considering Automata is one of my all-time favourite games, I'll definitely be. I'm gonna butcher it. I'm gonna butcher this so much. See, the thing is, I really want to, I really want to see Babylon Falls and how it goes, because it's made. Well, the combat system is developed by Platinum Games, and from what I played of it when I was doing the beta testing, it was really good. So, I'd like to see the finished product. I'm not gonna for a while because I don't have enough money and it's expensive and there's too many games coming out for it, and I have to save for a Nintendo Switch because I've been offered one at a very cheap rate. Very cheap. And it's, in perfect working order and pretty much, brand new as well. And to be fair, it is a Switch Lite, so I can't stream from it, but I can participate in Switch games. Yay! I'll be able to friggin' play Metroid Dread at last. Crescent's frustration, geography, being obstacle, sibling bonding. Always is. Always is. And thank you for the pats, Lydia. I don't know if it was towards me or 10 or towards general. I don't know. I've accepted. Brain. Right. Have I got this correct? I have. Oh, I got it right the first time. What haven't I done though? I haven't put my art glove on. I haven't got my stylus out. I'm not fully prepared. Since when have I ever been fully prepared for anything my entire life? Pats for all. Yay, pats. Oh my good God, brain, why? You say pats for all, and my brain immediately went, "Ooh, pats for the Draddy patties." I'm like, no, brain, no. Damn it. Oh yeah, that said, I have edited the text for the lurk command, and I've added an unlurk command as well. So yeah. Pats of butter. Now my brain is just, imagine, getting in your hand, smearing it with butter and just patting someone on the head. Sounds like one of those weird ancient remedies. It's like, you have head lice? That's fine. Find someone who is exactly 32.5 years old, smear their hand with a pat of butter, and then have them pat you on the head repeatedly. I'll clear it right up. Right, I'm also going to put some music on, because that's very quiet. We'll see. That does not seem quiet. It's not overpowering, so it's all good. That's what my mum said when she put a lump of butter on top of peas. I think you should just give peas a chance. So, if anyone's interested, this music that I'm playing is the OST from Torment Tides of Numenera. Because I pre-ordered it, I got the soundtrack CD. So, here we go. 32.5, you're only 2 months off. You better watch out, Lydia. People start coming and finding you and saying, "Oh, I need some butter." So if people start chasing you with sticks of butter, you know why. And they definitely haven't been sent by me, honest. Honest. Right, so first of all, let's get here. And deal first with that. Beats lo-fi to study and to relax. I mean, the one that I've seen is there is a Final Fantasy XIV themed one, and it's got Ishtola sat at a desk with a quill and parchment. I was like, oh, I like that, because you know Ishtola. Enhance the blep. How commence the art screech? It's not that bad, is it, 10? Well, it just started. I mean, I know it is that bad because it's my art, but still. Okay, so what really needs to happen here is I need to change the floof here. I need to add the new floof here. So I need to add the floof there, on the neck, there, maybe a rip around there as well, and in the ears, on top of the head. And then I can actually start colouring this bastard. Actually, this also reminds me, this needs to get slimmed down a bit. Show you cat wife, mummy. Same here. Although, yeah, not mummy, because I'm not into that side of things. He legit busted me. Now it's the art screecher, and just general response to the artistic words of art. Oh yeah, yeah, I felt that already today. With trying to draw certain parts of anatomy on this bastard in his other form. Go a bit closer there. Also better if I just turn off the sketch layer just for a moment so I can actually see what it is I'm supposed to be erasing here. The true butter was the skin obtained along the way. Funny frog? It's not a frog. Wings! Big tail with fluffy flame fur fluff of flu on the end. I don't fucking know. Brain. Brain refuses to brain at this point. Hi. Do you come here often? Yes, you do, because I keep trying to work on you, you fucker. Anatomy intensifies. Yeah, I know. I know, my knowledge of anatomy sucks. And it very much shows in this. There we go. That's looking a bit more, a bit more draconic now. Oh, dear God, I don't even like what I'm seeing with his shoulders now. Oh, fucking hell! I hate this. I thought this was going to be easier once I'd done the other one, but no, I'm just seeing more things I hate. Yeah, that's good enough for floof. Okay, let's have a look at you. How's your fluff go? Okay, your fluff goes in the direction of down your arms. His brain if it compiled to anything like, honestly, your brain, like, please, we wouldn't be siblings, your brain could lie to anything properly. Or else, if it had done its job properly, you wouldn't have become my sibling. That's not my brain working properly, I can assure you. Also, the bender's on the wrong side. That's very vague. That's exceptionally vague. So technically, you know what, that just looks like that's his arm is tucked underneath him, so we'll just get rid of that. Oh, that is down the arse. Well, I've never drawn the rear section of him before, so you know, there's potential. There's potential for there to be fur down his arse. Who knows? I certainly don't at this point in time. That needs to be a lot bigger. There we go, that's a bit better. Doing reference, hold on. Okay. I'm getting rid of this anyway because it's going to get in the way of the fluff I'm going to be drawing. My extensive knowledge of drawing with my semi-half-assed MS Paint drawings, I would say. I say this is drawing. Well, I have one response to this being a drawing. Oh fuck, I messed up my penis. That sounds wrong out of context. There. Just, you know, just so we're aware of the maturity level of me and this stream in general. Okay, so if the floof is there, floof is going to start coming down around about here, I reckon. So it needs to make that a quote also reference sent. Is that the right place for it? Yes. It's always the right place for a penis. They may have mispainted already, so true. I've got the floofing on me. What? Look at this reference anyway. Yes, on Discord, so it won't mess up with the stream quality. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Did I ever show you the sketch I did of Lou from Beastars? I don't think you did, Lydia, no. Try to do the red things. In addition or instead? That's what you did, Rizlo, correction. In addition or instead? We still have that MS Paint Megumi you drew. No idea. Kill 5. Oh, the dungeon boss, yeah. Instead, but obviously only where red interfaces with black. Interferes split. That doesn't look right. That just doesn't look right at all. Alright. I guess we'll bring back this thing. It's like, yeah, doing play for any no English brain. Huh? Really? I'm lost already. Why did I agree to do art streams? Don't. So if that's on top of his shoulder, I'm trying to visualize this. It's not working. So if that's on top of his shoulder, so if top of his shoulder is around about here. He's also forward on all fours, so. God, I hate this. To do this. Why don't I do that? Why don't I draw it on the colour layer in a different colour? Well, I'll at least try and get the shape of the shoulder from this. Oh, that neck's going to have to come down in size anyway. Somewhat better, but now it's much more bulky, as actually doesn't help at all with floof placement. That looks bad. That all looks bad. Everything I do is looking bad now. That's, there we go. That's what it is. Now we just need to play this up a little bit. Erase that bit there. In fairness, if that bit's going to be coming away completely, makes sense just to get rid of it entirely. Doesn't it? All that goes away like a bad dream, and as if it never happened in the first place. I said no, I did that before I realised fluff would happen. Now it looks shit. Now it's all a bit because you're cutting me all that. No problem at all, DJ. Best of luck with that. Trades on like curve floofs, like the hair strands are curving over the shape of the shoulder. If you do them too straight, they look like spikes or spines. Oh. I need a bigger erase of this. There we are. looks really shit. Oh, I just can't do this today, I really can't. That looks incredibly shit. That looks worse. Doing the right thing, also try to irradiate them outwards a little. So imagine he point to the base of his neck and go through so the rays coming out at that point. That just went right over my head. Perhaps I can base colours and shading more of the extra food later. I can't. Because if I do that, I have the exact same issue with what I had with the previous drawing. Doing the floof and redoing the floof is such a integral part of the picture that by the time it got to doing the colouring, it was already too late. I would have to basically erase massive chunks of it and redo it. And also, it made me realise I hate how his neck looks. And this neck is not much better. This neck is like the polar opposite, but also, you know, equally shite. That looks awful. That really does look awful. But I will continue for the sake of, I don't know. Is there a brush that gives a floof effect? Maybe. Don't have it though. This line has served its purpose, no longer needs to be there. God, I hate it. afraid to overlap loop strands looking at the upper strands. They have. They are overlapping, that's why there's multiple sticking out. I'm calling that shoulder done. And oh look, I've only got half of them to do. I've only got that one and then that one. Because the other side of the is on the fucking other side of him, which I don't have to see, so fuck that shit. What the fuck happened here? Why is this? That is not how your face goes at all. Oh, that'd be why. Because we have a floof situation to remedy. Any short views of the long ones. That's what I've been doing the entire time on the other one, and that wasn't presented as a problem then. Wait, what? Why? Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it, mate. So I can't draw. That's the thing. That is the underlying source of this. I can't draw. That's far too uniform. How did I manage to do its uniform again? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's not going to look right either, but I don't care at this point. That just looks like shit now. Really does look like shit. That's made it worse. It's all better. What has happened over here? I don't even get what any of this is supposed to be. And I drew this. I did the line art for this. I've got no fucking idea what's meant to be. Doesn't help that because of where the viewpoint is, it's looking like that part of his of the neck is actually just connecting and being a really big part of his very chunky ear. Okay, so on the rest of him, there is no separator. The only separator between his head and his ear is colour. So if I remove that entirely, remove this as well. If I just straighten out and join this line up, start to look a bit better. Hopefully. Marginally. Although actually that probably might need to be curved out a little more rather than in. Yeah, that's better. Right. 6 over there. Oh, that is 7. I was using 4. Okay, no problem at all, Moto. Thanks for coming as long as you did. Have a good evening. I'll see you later. It's also looking too uniform again. Yeah. Yay, yay, yay. I think it reminded me to save, DJ. There you are, work saved. There you are, completed. Thank you for the hydration reminder, and Wob. Thank you for the hydration reminder as well, DJ. I've been at this for nearly an hour. I've got hardly anything done. Woo! Okay, so as per his original design, what's check your posture mean? It means tell me to sit up straight, essentially. Even though I'm not straight, but still. Excuse me. I'm just gonna erase that. Yeah, Journey out to new DMs coming out. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So generally, with a lot of the redeems, I believe if you click on them, it gives you a description of what they do. I think I wrote them that way. So when you click on them, it then comes up with like explaining what it does, and then it's got the redeem button. So it should have an explanation there. If it doesn't, then that's on me being a doofus and forgetting entirely how to do my job as a Twitch streamer. Which I wouldn't put past me, honestly. What on earth was that? This looks awful. I'm just gonna erase some of the neck as well, just to give me room to comfortably draw some fluff. The descriptions there didn't. Alright, no problem. No problem at all. I know some people go and look at the descriptions and some people don't. It's no issue at all either way. Because whenever you're not sure about something, best thing to do is to ask. And then you can get a very good answer. In theory. Don't know what that one was meant to be, but hey. It does feel like that could be a bit... There we are, a bit more like that. That works. And also, yeah, because he's got quite a floofy head, apparently. That's really not even... That's kind of crap as well. There we are. It's better. Okay, now bring that neckline back. Just got something to work on. Use a bit more of a precise eraser to make that into a full thing. And see if we can't make this a bit more of a full one as well. There we go. Oh, look at that. We've now got... It looks like hell spikes more than floof, but what the fuck, I'm actually beyond caring at this point. This is going to turn out looking shit and I'm not going to want to keep it, but hey, it's going to at least be finished by the end of the day when I'm done with it. I'm not going to be able to finish this today though, I can definitely tell you that right now. Not if this is my work to show after an hour. Well, actually no, it's less than that because I spent time talking and introducing and stuff. Okay, so how's this going to look? So the floof there connects like literally at the top of his thighs. But how does that translate to here? I'm guessing that it will just start here then. That is really, really not the right way to do it. Oh my god, I hate this. looks really bad, but again, past the point of caring. Now comes the difficult bit. Neck floof. That's something I've not done before at all. So what's probably going to be best here is if I do what I did before with the colour and have a guiding line over there where the neck outline currently is. So that I can find and keep that there, but at the same time go into line art and oh look. Reveal your secrets to me! This is all there. This should, in theory, help. Well, we are talking theory here, and communism works in theory. Right, we are on the right layer, we're on the line art layer. So, according to the reference I've got for how to do neck fluff, it very much seems to be take the existing line and just do a jagged version of it. Should be fine. Yeah. That's all that. Do like that first line though. That's good. Aside from one of those, I actually didn't come out too badly. That one didn't feel like it curved enough for me. No, that's far too far out. That's better. There's a little bit of softening up just there. Now it needs to be rebolt. There we go. That's close enough. Yeah, looks better. Okay, so this one is going to be, because it's essentially that part of the neck there. It's going to be the wilder part of it. So if we go as that's definitely not the shape fluff goes in. Definitely not. So it's got more weight to it, so it should be going. Well, that's really bad. Should be curving more towards that side. I realise I'm pointing with my stylus, going, making directions like that, and like you can't see the stylus moving. You can just see where my cursor is. Okay, and then to join those two up, we have a more traditional set of floofy bits. Actually, I'm going to just rotate that a bit more like that, so I can get the correct direction of floofs going in a more natural sense. Oh, fuck's sake. It's not going to look right now. It's just not. No, it's really not. No. through that idea, go back to this idea, and we're just going to... where that came from. Too close. Yep. It looks not too much like he's gone to a square, but I'm really beyond caring about that at this point. Oh, there we go. If I go back into the colour layer, and get my nice big eraser again, get rid of those lines, and voila, we have what looks like a floofy neck, floofy shoulders, well, floofy shoulder, floofy thigh. God, now that paint's all done with. I really don't like his head floof, but there's not much I can do about it at this point. Where's the other pencil so if I can get yellow artifice on a white background? Because yes, it's colour contrast. Be on the right layer if I want to do that. I'm going to redo this. It just sticking up on that really does not sit with me correctly at all. Not in the least. Feels like it should be less spiky and more curved, a bit like the rest of it is, and it should be curved more towards the side that I am working on right now. So if I zoom in a bit more, so oh god, that's a bit too much. So if I do that. Maybe there's another row behind there. Well, that will help give it a bit more thickness and a bit more volume. Like all those shampoo adverts tell you about enriched volume with our new formula made out of the prime sea slug shit. Didn't know sea slugs could shit. And of course they do, you know, creatures have to excrete in some manner or other. Right. That looks a lot better than when I started. That looks a lot better than it was gonna be. Right. Now I can begin on the fun bit. Colour! Okay, and this is why I have the palettes. Ignore this one down here. That one's not going to get used. Because, you know, I can't do that on Twitch. And yes, I could use the fill tool for this technically, but I get a certain pleasure out of just filling these kind of things in by hand. Penis, exactly, penis. Okay, so right now I don't need those fur references anymore. Which is good. don't. Okay, how are your eyes done? Oh, you do have a outline around them. Okay, I see. Oh, we're gonna have a fun old time with this, aren't we? Oh, a real fun time. Those are definitely a bit too thick. So I have to go in with that. Back onto the line art. Make those nice and real thin slits. No joking about slits. Weirdly enough, my brain is not actually did not actually go there initially. It's because the eternal agony that is me doing art. It's not the colour I want. I want black. There we go. Now to go into a very fine state and give him some proper irises. There we go. Now if we go back to colour and take his eyes and colour them in. What this also will allow me to do is I can see how dirty that the eyes are actually, and I can go over them again with the eraser in the iris part of it. Like so. Clean those ones up a little bit more. Right, okay, there's the tongue and the eyes done. Oh, bollocks, you've got those, haven't you? Also, I need to just realise on the line art side. Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no, I haven't, have I? Oh, thank fuck I didn't. Oh, phew. Nostrils. These newsy bits. His sniffers. No, that's not the colour I want. Keep thinking because I'm on the line art layer that everything is by default going to be black. Just not the way things work. Okay, there we are. So I know that the muzzle up until there is the that one. That looks really too. Okay, fine. That's how that's gonna be. So the border should be about there. That's the wrong layer. Border should be about there. That can be swished out later. Use a little bit bigger pen and colour in nicely. I swear this does not look like the same colour that I've got on my reference. It really does not look like the same colour whatsoever. Oh, I don't know why I'm going to open up my reference. That one. Oh, hi. I was only just here, it wasn't I? There we go. zoom right into this bit. Colour picker. It is the same one. Why doesn't that look different? I don't know why it looks different. Oh, fuck's sake. No, don't save. I've got nothing to save on that one. I didn't do anything to it. It must be the monitor. It must be my PC monitor making colours look different. That's what it's got to be. Oh god. Oh, that's a very messy erasing job on both those nostrils. It's fine, we'll just take that, go onto line art and clean it up a bit. There we are. Now that I've done stuff like this on digital art, I don't think I'll be able to do traditional art. Oh, I just would not have the ability. I'd be constantly erasing things, rubbing them out, and essentially it's not getting on at all well. Colour. We'll colour in these little bits, don't we? I'll use a bit of a finer one, zoom in for this, because I don't want to accidentally go over bits that I've already done. Not in the least. You know. Also, this means that if I do put a background on it, it stops the background, the best of his eyes, the corneas, being just whatever the background turns out to be, which won't look good. Especially if I don't put a background in, because it's just going to be see-through around his eyes. And that, if anything, will look haunting. That's not the theme I'm trying to go with them. There we are. That's starting to look a lot better, actually. Now that we've got colour going into it, it's actually looking real good. I'm trying to fire a rubber or a pencil or both. Yeah, that's also true. I've got everything here. Everything is here as it's needed. Just, you know, the issue of if I can find it or not, and that's usually no. Oh, okay, that's over. That was entirely the tools of Numenera soundtrack, so let's go on to the Cyberpunk soundtrack. Yeah. It's not paint. Oh, I can never use. I can never paint. Definitely could not do painting. I say that with painted nails, and used to do miniature painting. The ideal thing is why did I zoom in that closely? Okay. Okay. Right, I see. See, now we are going to have to go with his main. Open the palette. Come on. Oh, you haven't. Oh, you've done it again. Give me 2 seconds. My pen stopped responding to. Oh no, there we go. Are you? Oh, you're going to work now. Recent learned to play, not very good, but don't care, you don't show it to anyone. That's fair. Art is about something that you want to do yourself. It shouldn't be about doing it to show to or please others, unless of course you're doing a commission. Okay, then that's a wholly different thing. You're very brave to work there, let's go and do that. It's a different mindset for me, like literally, like streaming for me is A, being able to provide entertainment to people in whatever way or form, and also it has the hidden benefit of actually getting me to sit down and do things. Like play games, or these art streams that actually gets me to sit down and do my sodding art. Because if I don't have a schedule, if I don't have a compulsion to actually do it, then my brain just goes, why bother? Which is not healthy inside. So what happens if I do the fill-in? It makes things 10 times easier because it fills all that stuff in as well, and all I need to do is go over some bits where it's missed. And also shows me some bits where I need to do erasing jobs on line art. Okay, so around about halfway up there, so I'd say around about there is the cutoff for that part of the ear colour on the outside. Then it'll go darker, and then his markings will come into play. Now, some of these will get done in a different colour just for the darker bits. That's an underbit, that's an underbit. That does not look like an underbit to me. That is not an underbit as well. Yeah. Okay, so that's something I need to do. If I take the line art, eraser, take this bit out. Because that works better than whatever the feck was going on there beforehand. Quite get when I was adjusting earlier. I swear that's like a little auto recovery save, but it really annoys me when it does it. It makes me think that something's crashed. Oh look, I didn't get rid of that. Oh well. Need to get back to there. Colour. Remove that like so. There we go. That's better. To the line art to just make sure there's no other little bits that got missed. Oh yeah, there's a bit there. Awesome. Let's go back here and we go back to colouring in the rest of. It's the right layer first. And now find more bits I need to erase as well. Colour, zoom out, zoom back in. Oh, that's probably a bit too far. That is definitely too far. Okay, so now what we need to do is So I take his darker colour. And if we go right there, like so, and if we in fairness, it's actually, well, the two aren't equal, but most of his fur and most of his inner ear is actually the darker colour, so I can't waste a bit of time colouring this all in, but meh. I'll go across the borders between the colours later on with a airbrush tool and blend them together so the colour change looks more natural. But for right now, I just want to get the base colours on there so I can call that side of things mostly done. Okay, as usual, you go there. Boop, boop, boop. Again. Boop. Okay, well that is his head coloured in base. It's missing his markings, and it's, you know, missing blending together and shading, but that is, as it stands, currently his head. I actually won't know. There's bits I haven't done, specifically with the colour that I'm holding right now, weirdly enough. Pop, 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 pop. The darker parts of his head fur hairline, because those are darker because they're the under fur bits. I need to go onto line art and close this. Close that just a bit more like that. Erase like that. Go back onto colour and take that little spillage out as well. Colour picker, grab that. Thank you for the hydration reminder, Emerald. And thank you as well for another one, DJ. The posture reminder and the stretch. I'll take those. Oh, that's needed. Oh, just a reminder I don't need to hunch over to do this because I can sit upright and still do it. Because yay, tablet. Okay. Yeah, there is definitely a colour difference in the monitor. There's a massive colour difference. So that's what's really throwing me off, is there's a massive colour difference for me between what I'm seeing here and what I've got on my front monitor there, which is acting as the reference for Imari, 'cause it's the other picture I drew of him. Well, finished. Right, okay, so we have these next bits, which are the finicky bits. Markings. Let's go Work on his markings, which many people have said are one of their favourite parts of how he looks. That's too small. That needs to be a 10, I think. Beep. Beep. Yes. And that, like that. Curves downwards and up to a flick. That's actually too small. That marking entirely is too small. Let's be further back. Bip, bip. There we go. That's better. That's much, much better. A little bit too chunky towards this side of things. We can just even that out with that and that, and just a bit more like that. Okay. And we can't really see the markings on the other side of his face all that well, but what we can see at the very least is the start of it. So if we just do that, maybe just a hint of bit there. I'll give the illusion that, you know, it's off around the side of his face. Well, not really an illusion, but you get what I mean. Now for the next bit, the dark markings. And these bits are just slightly off there. Those bits are done. Small things leads to big things. Right, okay, now I need to just get this like this. Okay, so my problem is that this bit is a bit more... Oh, his eyebrows are too high. His eyebrows are way too high. I did not know that. I have to get rid of those. Lower them a bit. Do. In all honesty, his eyebrows are also probably too thick as well, so getting the opportunity to redraw them is definitely an advantage. Line up there. Okay, so his eyes go like that, and like that. That's better. Okay, now if we colour grab that again, get onto the colour line, and back here, if we go back to 10, so the dot of it is going to be right there, a little bit bigger, okay, and that is more like that. Go. The journey character in Goo shows that clothing changes and gets added patterns to it as more the game goes on. Like, oh fuck, yeah, the scarf. Scarf keeps getting longer as you add power to it, and it gets taken away when you get attacked by the machines. They put an incredible amount of detail into that game. Okay, now go back to the palette, take darker markings, now there's there, and now it goes like this, although that's more rounded out there. So
we just do that? Oh, that's actually a bit too big. Ooh, okay. That's a bit too thick around the top of that. It's no problem, that's fixable. Slice that off like that. And smooth that out like that. Trim that down a bit and go a bit more like that. Yep. Let's go off the actual body clothing of the crow. Oh, right. Awesome. That I was unaware of them. Thin this out a bit, it needs to be a bit, a touch on the thinner side. Move this then, use that to kind of smooth this one out a little bit like that. There we go. Also, if we just get this back and slip that size down a little. A bit more of a space between those. Reduce the size of this one as well, just so it looks a bit more equal. Slice off there. There we go. Okay, that's his face done, apart from shading and blending. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody bastard bollocking arse wanking hell. Right, okay, so... it does not need to be that. That doesn't need to be that. So it's something I can erase. Claws naturally glow into his hand. And cut off. Colour. Go back here and claws. I'll just save that because I've done lots of work and I don't want to lose that. Didn't I erase that other line? Don't know why I didn't erase that other line. That's a weird thing. It's good, thank you. I disagree, but I'm not going to go into that because I don't think any of my art looks good. But yeah, no, there's any artists I know. No artist thinks... I mean, no artist that I know thinks their art looks good. Not that no artist I know thinks my art doesn't look good. Done it over here as well. Why have I done that? I don't know why. Sure, I have my reasons when I actually made the decision to do that. It just doesn't look right now. The one that just did with skins, you have to complete it again 3 or 4 times without skipping a level. You go out, I was going to say, I didn't notice any of that when I played it, but, you know, then again, I have been known to be excessively blind when it comes to these kind of things. Okay, colour. Snipe the claws colour again and get back to work on doing the claws here. Best thing is just to do that. See, it kind of bothers me that I've only got 4 claws here, whereas he's got the same number of claws as humans do fingers and thumbs. I'm just going to go with the fact that one, on each hand he can't see because of the angle. I'm going to stick with that explanation. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's that there. Hang on a second. Oh, you've only got the one. Oh, you've only got the hind claw. You are going to get coloured in like that, because that's nice and easy. This one can't even see the... This one just looks like it has claws mangled, in all honesty. It's fine. No one has ever in their entire lives, anyone who has known this character, no one has ever called him graceful, because graceful he is not. I mean, really, how graceful can you be when your tongue is permanently sticking out like that? You know, actually, it looks better if I have that like that. Yeah. If you're painting some people doing sort of thing, it's yip. With hands and art, fuck hands. You and a lot of people, you are definitely not alone in your dislike of doing hands and art. In fact, people who like doing hands and art are considered the people who are the strange ones. Zira, for example, she loves doing hands, and she's also very good at them. Oh, there's the claws done. So next we just need to do the lower limb colours, which coincidentally I believe is the same as the dark hair. Yeah, the darker body. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's actually his scales. So if I just go like that. And theoretically, if I do that, that should have worked. It did for the most part. Good, good. There we are. Same as here, if I go like that, and boop. Yep, that's worked. And then there's around about that. Yeah, it's around about that. Actually, it is more that sort of curve there, though. It's not to worry at all. And boop. This should at least be somewhat slightly easier. It's really only that bit there should be the darker patch, and then the whole of this bit, boop, should be done. There's a few bits here. It's done. Awesome. I can come back to Discord at the 15th. I haven't got those memories to piss off. Ah. Well, at least you know a time frame on it at the very least. It's better than not knowing at all. I just realised also that Mari does not have any markings on his lower half, apart from the one on the tip of his tail. Oh well. I'm not going to complain. I'm really not going to complain. He's got enough markings. We're going to take the base body, and we are going to pop that there. Technically it does go to the rest of it. What the fuck did that look like? Oh, fucking hell, I hate it when it does that. That's why I don't like using the paint pot at times. Because it doesn't always behave. It didn't even behave there. if I go in and, you know, set up a colour barrier there, that works. That does it. I swear sometimes this game... It's not a game. I'm used to saying when games annoy me. I'm used to saying when art programs annoy me, because I don't usually use art programs. Close enough. I can just raid that colour. Tidy up that little bit there. And grab that colour back and put it in there. Good, good, good. Oh, I'm not going to do the rest of it with a paint tool because that is just going to fill up everything. What I can do though is this bit here. If I just do that and paint pot that. Yeah, that worked. That's good. That's good. Also means I can now do the markings on the arm. I mean, this arm is going to be the only one that's actually prominent on. Markings. If I want to give it, the thing that gets, curved round, I don't want it to be so it should be kind of more like that sort of shape. A curve to it rather than just a straight line. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, that's good. And these custom little bubbles as well. There we are. We can do the same over here with this part of the arm. Just a little hint of it there. And put one of those there. Okay, so now we get the darker markings. And we get a lot finer. That's it. Just the smallest little line dividing that. That's all it needs. Voila. We have Amari looking quite like Amari now. He's got his distinctive markings, he's got his distinctive colours. Got that fucking tail to do as well. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, so first colour there. I'm not going to be colouring the entirety of the tail now. Take that. The tail gradient. And if we put that, zoom in a bit. 7 will do. Put that there. That's the distinguishing point for it. Awesome. And now if we use the... we need to get his darker body, which is just a couple of shades darker. It's not all that perceptive, but it is definitely darker. There is a point in doing this. There is a very, very definite point in this. Okay, so there's that there. Hopefully, and such as... there's his tail. I still need to do some detailing on certain things, like the areas that are this colour I need to draw the scales on, and the red areas I might actually need to put some, random happenstances of floofy bits, just to show that, these dark bits here are actually scales, and these light bits are fluff. But that is currently looking a lot better than it did. I'm still not happy with the fluff, but I don't think I'm ever going to be, in all honesty. I just really do not think I'm ever going to be happy with the fluff. What I will do, though, is I will try and find the effect that I used on his tail last time. Thank you for reminding me to save, Enwob. It has been saved. Okay. Plus signed up a light glitter, soft circle, feather, petal, rose, cherry. Is it hatching? It can't be hatching. No, that's gauze, gauze cloud, cross hatching, cross hatching, cross hatch glyph. No, it's not that. It's. I'm starting to remember what it's called. I just don't remember where the fuck it is. It's in clothing. It wasn't in clothing, was it? Button, zipper, chain, bead chain. How the fuck is it not even there? It's not sparkle, is it? No, that's not it. That's the effect I used for his actual magic. Definitely not bloodstones. Definitely not dappled light. I used that. It's not glitter. Soft circle, feather, petal, rose, cherry. Add subtool. Is it there? Downloaded material. What happened to all the stuff I downloaded? What happened to all the things I downloaded? Oh, I downloaded them on my other tablet. Haven't done them on this computer yet. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. That's another time when I actually remember to do that. Oh, well. Either way, I think that's actually a good stopping point for tonight. Oh, not much time has passed, but I have done a fair amount. I've done a lot more on that than I thought I would, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cool stuff there. Just save that again. Close that down. Close that down. Switch off the music. Close down my reference. Come back here. Close down Clip Studio Paint. And close that. Awesome. Right, yeah, that's what I'm going to be calling things for tonight. I am really quite tired. I am going to. I don't know. I've got lots of shit to do. I've got this video to download. I've got the other half of the Saturday special video to encode. I've got earlier today's video to split and encode. I've got a few videos left to upload still, which I'm waiting on thumbnails from. Then I've got to stream tomorrow. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to the other one split and encoded by then, unless I can run 2 instances of photo and video thing and have them both encoding at the same time. It might take longer overall, but I could try it. The thing on cosplay journey. Be fairly easy, I would assume. It's nice to be here. It's been nice to have people around. So yeah, thank you all very much for coming along. It's been fun. Next stream for me is going to be tomorrow at 4 PM GMT, where it's going to be Masochism Monday, back to Skyrim. Wonderful. And trying to get ahead in that. With the caveat of, obviously the proviso that I do have another game lined up, which could quite possibly be a lot more fun if I choose to scrap Skyrim, but is also something that I would consider punishing for me. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You don't need to have your face from. Yeah, it's also true. But yeah. So that's in about 13 hours from now. So get yourself going. Also, everyone go and get yourself some sleep if you can. If not, then I hope you have a good rest of your night, a good evening, a good day, a good morning, a good afternoon, whatever the time is for you. Until next time, though, stay safe and see you later. Bye.